Good morning, everybody. Stevie Breach coming to you. I apologize. I will not be showing you any of my nuts today. Let's just get on from here. I think everybody is trying to figure out what is going to be going on at the big pay-per-view coming up. Extreme Rules, John Cena versus Ryback. Everyone is throwing out their ideas about what's going to happen here. Are they going to kill the Ryback one more time? You know, Ryback's been on a huge push ever since October, even though he hasn't really won any matches. You know, he showed up to Hell in the Cell and lost in the main event at Survivor Series. He wasn't pinned, but he lost the WWE Championship match. TLC, he lost the tag match. Royal Rumble, he played second fiddle. And then at the Elimination Chamber, his team lost again. Now, Ryback sort of, pushed himself to the top by the night after WrestleMania, going face to face with John Cena and saying that he wasn't going to play second fiddle to him anymore and that he deserved to be the WWE champion. John Cena has been through hell and high water over the last year. He was finally able to defeat The Rock. He said that it was dragging him down over the last year, with a doubt in his mind if he wasn't what he thought he was. And he showed up to WrestleMania this year, and he was able to actually do it. The one thing that every wrestling fan in this world wants is they want to see John Cena turn heel. I'm not sure if it's what everybody wants, but it's the one thing that's most talked about, but it's on everybody's dream list, is that this is ever really going to come to fruition. And it's going to be something that delivers to us. We've seen John Cena join the Nexus, to which nothing really happened and nobody cared. He lost the match. He had to come out there and he had to join him. He still wore the purple shirt. He put the band on, but just that little tease was enough to make people really tune into that Monday Night Raw to see what was going to happen, even though he was just trying to tear them down from within until the anonymous Raw GM stepped up and said that he actually play along by the rules and couldn't just kick the Nexus ass every week when he was a member. At this pay-per-view, I think Ryback is going to lose, but I think he has to lose in some sort of fashion where it doesn't make him look bad and it makes him sort of continue his whole thing about him, I guess you can say, getting screwed. Getting screwed in wrestling is the most overused term, and it's easy for them to sort of screw job somebody in order to make them lose the match, but not make them look bad in the end, to where they can go off and have another feud against somebody else. I think this is the pay-per-view where John Cena is going to be hinted at turning heel. I don't think he's going to turn heel, but I think it's going to be hinted at it. I think the Shield is going to be getting involved in this match, and somehow I think the Shield, we've seen the Shield come out and attack John Cena. We've seen the Shield come out and attack Ryback. They don't really care about either one of these guys. But I think with the Payback pay-per-view in Chicago, more than likely, it would be pretty sweet to have the build-up to Payback is to see if John Cena is really running the Shield or not, where the Shield would come down during this match at Extreme Rules. They would, overly hype up the fact that they are, righting the wrongs in the ring, and they take Ryback out. John Cena gets the win. And then, the hype for that Monday Night Raw is, is John Cena the leader of the Shield? It's been a long time since we've seen him around anybody else. And as we get through the whole thing, I don't think Cena can take on the Shield 1-on-3, and I don't think anybody wants to see Cena have a team face the Shield again. I think that they would have to do the Ryback match with Ryback saying that he's, with Ryback saying that he's getting screwed. Then with the big Payback pay-per-view, CM Punk's not going to be ready to go, but I don't think there's a chance in the world that CM Punk isn't going to be a part of that pay-per-view somehow, even if he's pulling the TLC or the Monday Night Raw deal where he's sitting in the press box, way up top, looking down on everything that is happening. And he was just sort of like cheering on The Rock. I thought that stuff was really, really good, and I think that would be awesome for Punk to be part of the pay-per-view that's in Chicago. I think he's one of the main reasons why those crowds are always so crazy and always so awesome, is they love their own guy and they push him to the top. Punk can somehow get involved in this match, and that could be kicking off the John Cena versus CM Punk feud, which everybody really wants to see. One of the strongest things they have, and I don't think they're going to save it for WrestleMania. If you don't use it along these months of summer with Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, Night of Champions, I think that WWE's sort of going to slip to the point where who else are you going to put in these slots to have these matches against John Cena? Honestly, when you look at the SmackDown roster, I think they have a better roster right now, even though I don't think that they use it to its potential. Monday Night Raw always seems to have everybody because they get to use the Raw and the SmackDown show. But if you were to just look at the Raw thing by itself, there's not a whole lot of guys out there that really could challenge John Cena in a one-on-one match. But then again, the brand extension only really lives on in my mind, and it's pretty much dead. You can take anybody off any show, but I think me being the purist that I am, I like Cena just straight down the middle, the way it used to be. And I think that's what sort of makes wrestling a little weird these days, is they don't have that brand extension. I think that they did, I think that we would be in a much better place, and that's just it. A lot of guys would be getting more time on Monday Night Raw. They could be using that 1 hour of extra TV for these guys that are on the roster, but they're not even getting used, even though there's 3 hours here, 2 hours there, another hour there. But that was another video I made, that there's just too much TV these days. But we'll see what it is. What do you guys think's gonna happen? Ryback versus John Cena at Extreme Rules. Do you think the Shield's going to get involved? Do you think the Shield's just going to stick to their own match? I've heard the rumors that they're going to be going up against Team Hell No and capturing the WWE Tag Team Championships. If they get the Tag Team Championships, do you see them being able to go into this sort of storyline with John Cena? I think it'd be a little weird, but then again, if they do this and they take the titles off Team Hell No, don't you see sort of Team Hell No splitting into being singles wrestlers again with Kane and Daniel Bryan? And then really who is left for these guys to the Shield to compete against? Most of the tag teams they have out there are heel tag teams, who like the main event players and the Carlones and other guys like that. I mean, the only other face tag team they have is the Usos, who they don't even like putting on TV that much. So yeah, let me see what you guys think. Thank you very much. Peace out, guys. Have fun. No nuts.